man. How we doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Let's
It's a
see.
brand new week, dude.
Why don't I get this music pumping just a little bit? Just a little bit of vibe. All right, there we go. So yeah, dude, it's a new week. Like, how's your stuff been going? What you been up to? How are things, man?
Well, my soon-to-be wife went on her bachelorette trip this weekend,
Awesome.
and it went super smooth with the kid and everything, but it became a complete shit show. And I'm not joking when I say like shit show, because my like main sewage line got clogged.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I haven't had to deal
you're
with
doing
that
some
before,
plumbing.
but it was bad. I had to pay someone, dude. It was too.
Oh, yeah.
It was too.
You looked at it. You said, "No, that's far."
No,
above."
it was deep, dude. Like it was like you're upstairs taking a shower, and it would like come out of the toilet and like the laundry like machine drain. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. It was. I've never dealt with something like that yet as
Dude,
a
adulting
homeowner,
sucks.
but that was gnarly. I was like, it was the most disgusting thing. I was like, we need to get someone out here stat. This is bad. I don't have the skills or the tools to get any of this done. So get out here and help me, dude.
Well, I'm sorry you had that going on, but I mean, you
Yeah.
got through it. That's good.
Yeah, it was gnarly, dude. It was gnarly. But yeah, other than that, it's just been work and you know, just trading and learning and doing the thing.
That's awesome, man. So, with me, it's just been raining here in the Cayman Islands. There's not actually been a whole lot. I went out for the first time in a while with my wife. She asked me what I wanted to eat. She said I could have whatever I wanted. And
What'd you
I
pick though?
pizza, dude. I picked
Pizza?
pizza. I've not had like actual pizza, like from a like semi like I don't even know how to say this without being like absolutely crazy. But I mean like I haven't had like anything close to American pizza in like the last 2 years, dude.
And what do you mean? Like what's not American pizza? Like what's
I
your
mean, like just like outside of the US, the pizza's just not as good, dude. It's
Oof.
just not as good. It's just nowhere close. Like I don't eat pizza outside of the US except for like I need when I get back to the States, I'm getting a there's a place called Fox's Den in Annapolis, Maryland, and they have a wood-fired pizza, absolutely delicious. And they have a pepperoni peppercini pizza. That's the one that I'm gonna get. It has mint leaves on top of it, right? Which you wouldn't think is good, but it's freaking awesome. All right, so let's get into it and actually do some of our partnerships or like our promotional part. So that QR code right there is from MEXC. So if anybody wants to do any leverage trading, MEXC has some of the lowest fees in the space. If you make an account and you use that QR code, I get $5. You don't have to use that QR code, right? But if you do, I get $5. And
Give
what's
them $5. Do it.
Yeah, New York pizza rocks, absolutely. I also want to give a shout out to Whimsy. Whimsy is a RWA platform. They're basically tokenizing and fractionalizing real estate opportunities, and these are curated opportunities. So it uses blockchain and makes real estate simple. So if you're not following Whimsy, you need to follow at Whimsy_estates on Twitter. They have a really informational account, and they have so many things that are coming up. They have a property in Belize that is beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And then last but not least, right, I am one of the founders of JPEG Empire, and JPEG Empire currently has a mint that is live. So follow at JPEG Empire on Twitter, mint one of our JPEG bosses, because we are providing some of the best utility on Cardano, and we have plans to go cross-chain. And here's a little bit of alpha that I haven't even announced to other people, but you should follow Clementine's Nightmare, because if you're into crypto gaming, there is a possibility that there might be some kind of collaboration between JPEG Empire and Clementine's Nightmare.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It have some utility for your
Tell me
NFT.
more about that.
Yeah, man. But yep. And then shout out to CryptoChips.io, main channel sponsor. I know Burgess is gonna get really excited about Ascent Rivals because we love that game. It's amazing.
Dude, I just got filled in a little bit on some time trial stuff that maybe I could win some stuff doing. I can't talk about it, I don't think, but
that's big.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Big. But yeah, we'll talk about Ascent Rivals a little bit. It is a game we are bagging. It is a game that is on Cardano, and it is going to blow up because it is beautiful. It plays well. There's a tournament coming up called the Cardano Clash. If you are part of the Cardano community, I think we may have just locked down Snick to get in our race.
Ooh.
So we ain't fucking around. We ain't fucking around anymore. We're legit. We're adding people left and right. So we're doing big things over here. So let's play a little trailer, and then got a couple more things to say, and we'll bring up our guests.
Dave's going. Oh man.
But yeah, that's gonna be a amazing game once it's fully just detailed out. Like, it plays amazing already. Just wait till everything's in there. Just wait till the Cardano Clash. Check that shit out. It's gonna be great. And then I usually wrap it up. I usually always give a shout out to the Web3 Breakfast. My boys Carrie, Corey, Doug, J Chains, Turbo. He's been gone forever, but Turbo. Give that show a check out every single morning at 9 Eastern. Web3 Breakfast. It is one of my favorite crypto shows in the morning. I usually try to attend when I am not working, but I'm working right now, so I'm not always there, but I try to listen when I can. Check out that show. One of my favorite shows. Makes you laugh, makes you enjoy the day. And then I always give a shout out to my favorite NFT project that I'm a part of, the Goons. If you like physical collectibles, they're shooting to be like the Caw Bears of the NFT and collectible world. So that's super exciting. They actually came out and actually had like a big discussion where the founders actually spoke and talked about what's actually going on and everything. So that was really nice to hear too. So
dude, so I know that I'm familiar with our guest. I've talked to him. We've had some good conversations in the past. You don't know him too much. I've given you a little bit of information, but basically the whole niche here was that I specifically wanted to bring on a Welsh and Stacks maxi, right? Because we don't have any of those, right?
No, I like the conversation mix up because I did a little bit of research on Stacks, more like deep dive, because I've known about it, but like I haven't really dug in. And I was like, dang, I kind of want to buy Stacks now. So I'm excited to like maybe learn a little bit more, and like, who knows, maybe I'll hop in the ecosystem one day.
He might have some hot takes. I'm sure that he has plenty of hot takes. But yeah, so without further ado, we're going to bring up Dave, the man, the myth, the legend. So how we doing, man?
Yeah. What's good, boy?
Messed it up. How you doing, man? So what do you think about that, the Welsh maxi?
I feel like meme coins, you can't really be like a maxi, you know what I mean? It's either like you're invested or you're not invested. Like, it's not like no other meme coin's ever going to exist but ours. We have the best ... Like, what do you have the best of? You know what I'm saying? Like, there is nothing. But look, I mean, yeah, you could say I'm a Welsh maxi, I guess, but I mean, I'm invested in other tokens too within the ecosystem, but I'm an equal opportunity employer. I don't hate.
Yeah, man. So tell us a little bit about yourself. So first of all, like, I know you a lot from spaces. We've had some of those chill spaces, had some good conversations offline too. You got a lot of stuff going on that you're working on, but also like, dude, you have some of the biggest spaces on Twitter, or X as the children call it, right?
Yeah.
And like, you knock them out of the park. But so my question is, how did you get into crypto, and how did you get into like hosting these spaces? Like, where are you from, and how did you get here, basically?
Yeah, man. I mean, whew, you going back. How much time you guys got right now?
We got a while. We got a while.
No, so I didn't get into crypto until 2021. It was early 2021, right at the beginning of pandemic, and I discovered cryptocurrency. And I was like, what is? I keep hearing this Bitcoin, this Ethereum, like, because I would always hear it in the background. I always thought it was like I would believe what they said on TV, right? It was like I'm a former Wall Street trader, right? I spent 11 years as a market maker working on a trading floor, so I'm like, this is the bad coin, this is the bad stuff. And then you had nothing to do at home on pandemic, and I'm just like, let me just start looking into this. Like, what is this? I opened up a Coinbase account, and I'm like, and I'm seeing these opportunities because like when you have a trader mindset, like you see the setups, like it's it's almost like muscle memory, right? And I'm looking at this, I'm like, all right. Believe it or not, I don't think I ever told you this, Johnny. My first trade was it was XRP, and then it was Cardano right after that, because I was seeing Cardano was like 33 cents, maybe something like that. And all of a sudden, what up, Dev? And all of a sudden, I'm like, do people see this? Like, because it's like it's a rule of thumb when you see an equity at like 355, 5 minutes before the close, and it's like pumping on massive volume, breaking all-time highs, or like 52-week highs. That's like the biggest like bullish signal you can find. Like that thing's going up a lot higher. So I take a position. I do really well. I almost like double my money, right, in less than a couple hours. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this crypto shit is for me. Let me do this. And the rest of from there, I buried myself into like really understanding what the blockchain was. The XRP trade was I'll tell you this. I opened my XRP trade 12 hours later the next day. I was like hearing rumors. They were like, oh, like they might deem it as security. And I was hearing rumors like they might, like if you have it on Coinbase, your screw is going to be locked up. Like you don't know when you're going to get it back. And I had a pretty sizable position.
I was in the same position you were, actually. Yeah,
dude. I did not know what a MetaMask wallet was at that time, like what a decentralized wallet was.
Yeah.
And people were like, "You got to get it off the exchange." And I'm like, "Okay." So I send it to a MetaMask, and I'm like, "I don't even know what to do with it now. Can they come get it now?" So what did I do? I called my cousin who lives in Paris, and I'm like, "Listen, I need you to open one of these wallets. I don't know how this works just yet, but I'm going to send this to you and you hold on to it." Thinking like, if I send you my XRP and like you're in like the wallet, you're going to be in the trust wallet, like you're going to be good. And he was just like, okay. He opened up that wallet. Literally, it wasn't 6 hours later that they came out. They halted everything. Everybody's like funds got frozen on Coinbase. And I was like, oh my God. And then it was just like, I learned from fear. It was like, I got to get away. You can't get the money. So I need to understand exactly how this moves from point A to point B. But from there, I fell, believe it or not, I went from crypto 2 months, not even 2 months later, I fell into the digital collectibles world with Vivi, like big time. I started hearing rumblings here, there. I got in through the OMI token, and I was like, okay, this is going to be something. Like, this has to be something. Like this, when you just see it and you're just like, this is it. Like, this has to be it. So I felt deep in there. And I mean, that's still my community to this day. When I say mine, I mean like the one that I took to and that we've been around. That's 3.5 years ago almost. And I'll tell you right now, there's a good chunk of those people that are still here. We're still out here. Like it is one of the strongest communities that I've ever been a part. Like it is the strongest community that I've ever been a part of. So and here's the thing. If it wasn't for that, I don't think I would have had like the balls to really like continue with spaces, because you had to have like skin so thick to go up there, because it's like, if you gave an opinion, it was either you were going to get ridiculed off the stage, like get the fuck out of it. Like, we don't want to deal with, like, move out of the way. But you had to go up there knowing your shit. And I always found that it was a fascinating thing between digital collectibles and financial markets. And I was like, but these are not like non-fungible tokens. Like, there's not like a one-for-one thing. Like, how's this going to make sense? And then you add in the whole Disney component. But I took that ride for 2 more years, still in crypto. And I realized, man, I paid hefty tuition on Telegram, trying to like take some money like out of the, because there was a marketplace, but there was no cash out option, right? And we had a massive pump. I don't know if you guys remember this. but I don't know if you guys were in VV at all, but in January of 22, right as Bitcoin was just about to tip over a cliff and really wake me up, all of a sudden the VV market starts pumping 10, 15,000%. I go from a $3,000 investment to like $250,000. And I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. I'm like, I got to get some of this money off. Yeah. And then I discovered Telegram for the first time. Boy, the schemes on Telegram, man. People owning accounts because we had to use an escrow. And because you had to use an escrow, right, you had to like, go into the escrow chat, wait to be called. They were like exchanging it. Bro, people were cloning accounts, calling me as if they were the escrow agents. Looks like the exact same account. I lost a solid, I'd say $5,000 or $6,000 like in the first few weeks on Telegram. But that was the tuition that I learned, and it was trial by fire, just like everybody else, man. And from there, I just fell in love with the blockchain, dude. Like I was just like, I'm a junkie for this shit. And my friends were like, and I had just moved out to California like a year or two prior. Nobody heard from me. They were like calling me. They were like, dude, are you alive? Like, what's going on? Like what's happening? I was like Howard Hughes in my apartment, like totally cooped up, just reading as much as I could about the blockchain, man. But spaces came, we were running marathon. I was running 8, 10, 12-hour marathon spaces when I first started. There was always a VV space going. And then I was just like, I want something different. I need a little bit of flavor. I want to see what else is out there. And then I just started venturing out. I found ENS, right? I found some of these gaming communities, and it was just whatever. I was just trying to see what could be done with this tech. And when I really started to realize like the power of the blockchain, that's when everything changed for me. Like I was like, fuck this 9-to-5 bullshit. I'm gonna do this full time. Thinking like I'm a genius because I made a good amount of money in 2021. But boy, did I have to stretch that money over the next couple of years because I had never experienced the bear market. And it was tough. I mean, up until recently, I would say like probably just like, I don't know, maybe 6 months. It was like you get to the point where you're like, yo, I'm running out of money. Like, I don't know what to do right now. This is crazy. But yeah, man, like it kind of took me here. But the one thing that stayed constant, I feel like for me, was I just wanted to help people. Like I saw once I got fucking screwed, I'm like, I don't want to let this happen to anybody else. If I paid the tuition, there's no reason for anybody else to pay the tuition. So I just kind of got into the whole teaching education thing. Like it forced me to learn, be humble in a way. And yeah, it's kind of how I ended up here. And I think people appreciate good spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like they appreciate education. People want to learn. They want to stimulate their brains. And, they can only deal with so many fucking degen spaces after a while. So yeah. Winded. Yeah, there you go. That's what got us here.
So what is the longest space you've had?
It's funny enough. We were talking about this. I was looking at this the other day. The longest space that I've hosted, like myself, like me with two co-hosts, was 12.5 hours.
Oh, wow. That's a long one.
Yeah, man. I think we went one year, like during like Christmas, we went where people were taking like shifts. It was like 8, 12-hour shifts. So there would always be like a space open overnight. Like, cause like when you have members like of your community from everywhere, we literally had from Australia, you make the whole tour of the world and you were good. You cross every time zone. There was somebody there. So, and that's what brought us closer in a way. You know what I mean? It was almost like, all right, yeah, I'm down. Let's do this.
And you'd say during those spaces, it's just endless conversation and never nonstop.
I mean, you would think like you'd run out of shit to talk about. No, because we were kind of meeting each other almost for the first time, right? And imagine a space of 50, 80, 100 people that are just meeting each other for the first time. It's like, think about how many introductions that is to each person. So there's always something to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, not so much.
So listen, I want to like belittle your longest space because there's something that's going on right now in the Cardano ecosystem, which it's impossible for you not to have seen it, but maybe you have. But there's been a 14-day long space going on in the Cardano ecosystem, but on Twitter, but it's honestly for everybody.
It's pretty wild.
But what it's about is that there's a meme coin called Snek. Snek has an energy drink, and there's somebody that was basically like, I'm staying in this space until Binance lists it. Right? Mm-hmm. And so it's 14 days going on strong now. And like it's still going, dude. But Binance is actually gonna list Snek, dude.
Is it?
Are they really going to?
Shut up.
Dude, I'm
so when did you hear that?
Well, the timeline is fuzzy, but they've got a petition that they are like that people have been signing. They have over 3,300 signatures. They
But
need
are they like
10,000
for
to get
sure?
there.
That's the thing, though. Are they for sure? That's the thing, though.
It's because of the volume. They're looking for a certain amount of volume, and they've had
Yeah.
these trading competitions, and they're almost there. So,
They
like,
are? Okay.
regardless, there's the Binance account that's been flirting with the host of like and Sneck, right? And like, so, like, I'm telling you, it's soon. It's incoming.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy. That is
Yeah.
crazy because I just told my buddy to get in here. I'm like, Viper, get the fuck in here right now, because he told us about Sneck. I mean, this is months and months and months ago, right when it first dropped. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing buying like shit on Cardano? Like, there's like literally like how much volume? I don't even think it was like $2,000 or $3,000 in volume. Where's the daily volume at right now?
Dude, I'll tell you actually right now.
I like how he like smirks a little bit too when you
Yeah,
ask him
he's like,
that. He's like, great question.
We're at like 18,000.
It's a big
Something
day.
crazy. It's the highest volume. So
I'm-
daily
I'm gonna
volume
definitely
today is
get some safe
1.5 million.
now. Nice.
Daily volume.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what
Not
I'm saying?
bad.
They want 2 million for them to list them on Binance. But the
How
thing
many
for me, what?
I gotta do my. I got my do
Yo,
my
I'm
due
getting eaten up
diligence.
by mosquitoes. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Damn, but if there was only a couple $1,000 worth of volume on that, whenever Viper called that out, that's massive, dude. That's massive, especially if he's still holding.
Yeah.
I mean, guy's rich. Guy's
What's
rich.
that?
The guy's rich.
Yeah, I don't think he's holding anymore, if I'm being honest.
John, thank you so much for showing me Vesper Wallet. It's so much better. It's the
Dude,
best
it's-
wallet ever, dude.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh. I've been struggling with Eternal Wallet like so hard. Like it doesn't work on anything, and it's always like on my PC for some reason it will like click, pop up, and it won't be able to sign anything. And I'll be like, what is this trash? I don't even want to know why. I just want to have something that's better. So thank you.
What are the mosquitoes in friggin' California? This is crazy right now. Like ate my ankles up. Fuckers.
But Dave, so what I was gonna say is that space is still going on. What you should do one of these days is I know that they're gonna have a special event soon. You should hop in there and then just be like what's going on in this space? I'm from somewhere else, and then
Yeah.
everybody will be excited to tell you about everything. I'm sure you'll bring some of your community over there because like it's a big deal because Sneck has like it's the highest volume meme coin on Cardano, but also like the community is huge. I mean, it has over like 25,000 holders. You know what I'm saying?
That is impressive I'm being serious when I say
No,
this.
but I'm telling you, so that's the whole thing. And then like it's kind of silly because anything that gets listed on Binance gets the volume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Sneck is actually listed, I think, on 10 other like
Exchanges?
other exchanges, but that are not like the big centralized ones.
Let me see. SNEK, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
SNEK.
Snack.
I just bought a little bit because you told me.
FOMO? Oh my god.
I know.
1.6.
I was like, dang, I better buy a little bit. You never know, you know. Usually when John tells me
Look.
about something, it goes in the right way. So I have trust in him.
I mean,
Yeah.
it just takes a while to cook.
You know? You just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient and wait it out. You gotta have conviction in your plays, you know.
Yeah, man. I love the conviction, bro, for real. I mean, just under $100 million. Sneck is a brand name, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah, all right. But here's the thing also, Johnny, right? Like, I love that just for the fact of if there's 25,000 holders, how many people are in the space like at any given time?
Okay, so well, at the beginning there were more, right? The first
Yeah.
several days, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's usually like at least a couple of times a day there's at least 100.
Oh, okay.
Like several times in a day, right? But like it's kind of like because it's been going on so long, you know what I mean? Then
Yeah.
there'll be like 50 people, 30 people sometimes, but most of the time, like
Yeah.
I can tell you how many are in there right
When
now.
I was in there, I've been in there a couple times, and both times it was like 50 and like 100. I think when I talked about Ascent, it was like over 100.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
It was sweet.
When you were in there, I think it was actually like closer to 150.
Oh,
But
is
I
it
mean,
more? Fuck.
yeah. But I mean, like the guy has been rocking hard. Like honestly, he's like doing the Lord's work. But so what I'm saying is, since you're not from that side, come hang out. You know what I mean? And they love meme coins. You could talk about Welsh, and they have like they've been doing some collabs with cross chain stuff. But
That's exactly what I want to do. Like literally got off the phone. Like, I mean, it was just yesterday that I was talking to Stu and a few of the other like and Dave and Stacks and some of the other you know, like the ones that are leading this from the front. Is we need, like, the answer to this is a couple things. Number one is cross-chain promotion, right? Like, you got to go into other community spaces, period. There's no new people coming in here right now, like, not yet. So you have to just go and start talking to other chains, right? I don't give a shit like who it is. The other thing is IRL events, I think, is a key piece to this. And then it's almost like the combination of the two, right? It's like, if Cardano's having like some IRL event and you know shit from shit about Cardano, like, go out there. That's the whole point of these events, is so that people can teach you. Like, so I'm going this Thursday to this thing called IRL Alpha. I don't really go to a lot of like in-person events because I went to NFT LA and it just fucking sucked. It was it was so fucking bad.
I heard that actually from
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Like,
I heard there were a lot of women.
Not really.
No, I saw like several pictures and it was like not a female.
Yeah, dude, Jim Jones was on stage like singing "We No La," and then like people are walking away from the stage, like, and there was like 6 people in the audience, and I'm like, this is fucking sad right now. So I never really went, but anyways,
Dude, it's so funny. We were just talking about Snack, and my uncle just texted me. He's like, "What is Snack?" It is a meme coin on Cardano, which I haven't had him buy Cardano. So I have him invested in a few different coins. I have him invested into Algorand. I have him invested in a VeChain and HBAR. All solid pickups. But Cardano's a little bit larger cap. It's also another one of my favorite coins. It's up there.
Where did Cardano go in the last bull run? $3, $4?
I think so.
$3.
Yeah. And
but I mean, right now it's at 40. I think it's at like 48 cents, 42 cents, 42 cents.
That's pretty
right
low.
now. No, it's super low. But here's the thing, okay? So like, there's a layer 2 that's being built on it that is a privacy layer called Midnight, and Midnight actually is going to be like a solution for having privacy for like digital IDs, but also being able to verify information. So like, it's going to be huge for actual like institutional uses across the like medical world and then all this other stuff.
I always love hearing this because like I feel like you more than most, like, you get outside the Cardano ecosystem, right? Or no?
Yeah, dude, I'm everywhere. But yeah. I'm everywhere. But I mean, like,
it's good to be everywhere a little bit.
Ended up here because of the tech, and like,
so
I'm really
interested. Cardano over Algorand. That's what I want to know. Make that case for me.
Oh, geez,
different use cases, right?
Hard for me to even say publicly because I am pretty ingrained in the Algorand community too, a little bit. But I mean, Algorand is like really fast, but I feel like the community on Algorand is significantly smaller than that of Cardano, and like, there's a lot of stuff that Algorand needs but doesn't have. Like on Cardano, we have JPEG Store, which is like Amazon for NFTs. Like, the UI is great. It's so easy to use. But then on like Algorand, there's not that. You know what I mean? Their wallet, their Para wallet is super good and easy to use. I love it. But Vesper wallet on Cardano is also super easy to use, super great UI. I just think that they're lacking some of the things that already exist on Cardano.
Like the things.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like that the marketplace, Butane is about to come out on Cardano, which is going to be in synthetics. So you can literally trade any kinds of traditional market stuff on Cardano. I mean, that would be stocks, bonds. Like, there's probably going to be options and different stuff, which I found out that there actually are options on PancakeSwap, right?
Really?
Yeah, dude, I didn't know.
I haven't been to BSC either in a minute. But so synthetics, like they're tokenizing actual like stocks, bonds,
Yes,
treasury.
all of
Like
it.
that's smart. I mean, look.
Do you have
And how-
specifics on which kind, like which ones, or
Yeah.
That's what I'm curious about? Because if it's like not like big cap stocks, I don't think
No.
it's.
It would be-
worth it, is it?
I believe it's going to be like all big cap stocks. I mean, so you
Wow.
can diversify. You know what I mean? You'll be able to do the same kind of trading that you would in traditional markets, but on Cardano, without leaving the ecosystem.
I know that like Injective is doing the same kind of shit too.
Yeah.
There's a few different blockchains that are doing it, but
Yeah,
they're all going to be irrelevant. That's the thing.
yeah.
I mean, look, if you're gonna, I mean, I feel like it's so much harder for an ecosystem or a chain that has been out for as long as Cardano has, right? As opposed to when you look at like, you telling me the opportunity is greater on Cardano than it is on Stacks? Like,
Well,
just, you know
The
what I'm
new
saying?
thing always has the pump, but I would say though that that there's certain projects that aren't going to go away. You know what I mean? And then so
Yeah.
like
You
sometimes,
don't really want to base an investment thesis on, I don't think this is going to go away. You kind of
well,
want
no.
to,
But you know what I mean? With consistent growth and development, because there's a lot of new stuff, right? Like Near is one that I thought was going to be like center stage for like the whole time already, and I haven't heard anything about it. I mean, the price has been pumping.
What do you
Mhm.
mean? They just so Grayscale just had like the same thing with this. They just incorporated. They did a Stacks trust and a Near trust. So the same thing,
Oh,
like
sheesh! So that just
Yeah.
happened. How recently?
3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Oh, sheesh!
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why Near hasn't been on my radar. It was something I
Have
was.
you guys
so bullish
have you
on.
guys ever heard of Sweatcoin before?
Oh, where's my boy O'Milly at? Oh, and
Dude,
Castro.
Sweatcoin. Dude, Sweatcoin. It's like literally an app you can get on your phone. It's passive income with just from walking. Like when you get your steps on your phone, like normal stuff you look at, it's the same thing, but you get crypto for it for free.
You have no idea. Sorry if I'm eating, boys. Like I've been wanting.
No,
this
you're
extra-
good. You're good.
All good.
You have no idea the drama that we had in spaces in like over Sweatcoin. There was Steppin, and after Steppin, there was FitFi. And it was like, oh my God, guys, look what you could do. It was like, wait a minute, I just gotta carry this around. Like that's it. But the whole model falls apart. Like people don't realize it's like, okay, well, where is the money? I think this is the concept that people really don't get.
Yeah, where's the money come from?
Where's the money come from? You create this out of thin air, but what gives it value? And people
This
don't
is
get
the thing. This is the thing. Is they plugged us all with this like passive income bullshit, right? Where we're all just like draining the liquidity that's out there, and then whatever dumbass like that throws money into it, thinking it's going up, right? And then the bull run comes, and then people are like, "What's Sweatcoin? Oh my god, it's got this app and all this other shit." And then it makes all these people have like a bunch of sweat coins, and no one had, it's just, and then it's free money. At that point, it's free money. You just got to time it right. I feel like, Sweatcoin has relevance if you just time it right. But right now, yeah, bullshit. You're just like throwing your money at like people's
It's a
pockets.
casino out here right now, man. Look at Pump.fun. It's a
Yeah.
fucking casino. Like everybody's in the casino
you
business.
seen
Everybody's opening up
with that?
perplex, right? Like everybody wants to leverage themselves out the ass. Like that's what this is right now. It's a fucking casino out here, and people need to come to terms with that. And until the real liquidity, although I'll say this, when you see a roaring kitty fucking make a tweet, and then all of a sudden it's like $15 billion comes off the sidelines, you're like, where the fuck was this money? Like, where did this come from? But it's out there waiting. People are looking for either it's massive FOMO and there's massive degenerates out here, or maybe there's money waiting, like real money waiting on the sideline. I don't know.
Dude, I was almost thinking today, I was like, maybe they're just doing maybe this meme coin shit is just a psyop for everyone that's just trading. It's just a big ass psyop. All these whales out here are stealing all of our fucking money, right? And then all of a sudden the bull run's gonna start, and then we're gonna have no fucking money to put into anything that's relevant, and then they just won. Think about it. Think about what you're invested into. You know what I mean? It's just a whale. Like I was looking at this one coin today. I'm not gonna say any names.
Chill it. Come on, let's hear it.
No. But I was looking at this one coin today, and I was looking at some wallets, and I was like, dang, they got a whole space going, and this whale's just dumping on their heads, like dumping hard. hard. And I'm like, does no one click on the soul scan and just like look? No one?
No, they don't.
Nope, they don't.
It's
That's
intimidating.
Go look at the biggest wallet and then look at like how many different wallets they've airdropped to just sell off little amounts. It's insane. It's this whole little spider network and they're just freaking stealing money from you and you have no idea. I mean, some people get lucky. You time it right, you can get lucky. But that's actually what's going on.
It's called
Just fun fact for everyone.
Pump.fun. What more do you need to really hear? Like, I love the guy that hacked him, like that employee. He was like, my boss is an asshole. And he was just like, fuck this. And
I didn't know about that.
I love it. Dude, he hacked the whole freaking site. It took him for 80 million. And he gave the money back to the people. I think that got screwed like in some of the trades leading up to it because he was like, my boss was a total asshole. Like he shouldn't treat people like this, blah, blah, blah. Lo and behold, FBI seized the site and then they reopened like 24 hours later. They caught the kid. Yeah, I guess you got to cover your tracks and shit. Like people are not invincible out here, but I mean, it's literally called pump.fun.
Have you seen Dick with Hat?
You want the alpha right now?
yeah,
I've seen Dick with Hat, but if you know, thank you for letting me eat that.
Yeah. This is a late night space. People get hungry at the late night, you know? Need some ice cream.
Okay, you ready? Cock. C-O-K.
Q. Oh, C-O-K.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the Avalanche one. This is Solana.
Can you share it? Can you share it with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Screw it.
It's down 30% today, of course. But for the record, I want to be super clear with everybody. I don't give these disclaimers. Not financial advice. You're all big boys and girls. I put literally $75 into this. I didn't put any more than that. What you hear when you hear the whispers, right? You're just like, all right, I'll give it a shot. It was low enough. When there's 4, 5, 6 zeros in front of something, I'm good, right? Like I'm comfortable putting 50, 60, $75 into something because if it loses 2 zeros, my $75 is now freaking $7,500, and it's like I'll take that return any day of the week. But the meta on this one apparently is these are the whales and the devs that did dog with hat. So I guess when whales say this one's gonna go, we're gonna make sure it hits $1 billion market cap. Let's hope. We'll see. But for me, comfort level, I don't think I'd ever have the balls to put $5,000 into like a coin at like a $50,000 market cap that just came out. Like that's where the opportunity is, right? Like if you see it. But let's be serious. These guys aren't like they don't have the biggest balls in the world. Like they have literally like the money behind them to be like, oh yeah, or it's either they're token and they're buying up the whole fucking supply, which is it's a rigged game. But people are still out here being like, oh my god, I think I could do it. 100 loss, 100 loss, 50 loss. But sometimes when you hit, like in the casino, I've seen people make bags. Somebody in my group chat, right? So I have like a crypto cabal group chat. And I got like
still haven't let me in yet.
What the fuck? I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
I
know. I thought we were friends.
That's messed up.
I'm gonna add you right now, Jacob. There's a waiting list. I'm sorry, John took the last spot.
It's okay. I just met you. You know, I got to build that relationship up. I got to earn that spot, right?
But shout out to Nikki who got in like Soul. Remember Soul Chat, whatever it was, right? Where it's like you get to use your Solana address to like make phone calls and shit on chain.
Mm-hmm.
They went from like 30, 40, 50 cents, like $14. It's like, what the fuck? There's these ones that just kind of run from out of nowhere. So the question I ask you, John, is where are those on Cardano? How many of those have happened? Where do they occur? And tell me, please.
Well, I'll tell you, like one of the biggest bags that I made was Friend Coin, which is like literally, dude, it was a free mint. They fucking airdropped a bunch of stuff. Like, but I have them staking, and I average like $300, probably something like that a month on these that were free mints. Then I got the majority of mine probably around like 15 ADA, right? And the floor price right now is like 175 ADA, but like their top was like 500, 600 floor. And I mean, like that was like early. So like we're not even in the bull yet. And they have like 5,000 holders, you know?
Nice.
And so
like how welcoming is the community, right? So if I go to this 14-hour
Super.
space, yeah,
Super. Oh wait, the 14-day space. If you go in there, yeah, absolutely. And if you like, let me
Yeah.
know. I'm in the chat with the hosts. I'll just be like, yo, let Dave up.
yeah,
And you just be like, hey, what's up over here? Like, tell me like what's going on. I mean, yeah, they're gonna tell you about the petition. I mean, everybody there is super nice. Sometimes you hit it right. The founder of Cardano will be there. All of the top project founders will be there. I was actually looking at the look. So Crypto Jesus right here. He says,
Nope.
"Oh, sheesh,
Sorry.
we're on the same vibe."
Yeah.
Very welcoming, right? The Cardano community really is really welcoming, unless you say that they're not doing anything. Because like Whimsy Estates, right, is like RWA platform building on Cardano, right? We have a lot of other big projects building on Cardano. Riskwise Pro is actually one that you're going to be super interested in
tell me.
Mhm.
because
It is
Riskwise
cool.
Pro is going to have all of the pro tools that you could ever want, and it's cross-chain. So you're going to have all your Sol information, you'll have all your Cardano information, all your ETH information, whatever chain you're looking at. Riskwise Pro is going to have some of the most amazing pro tools, and they're about to roll out. They might even, this is some alpha, be available in one of the phone stores on your phone as an app. I can't say which
Oh,
one, can't say
shit.
how soon, don't know about timelines, but I know that there's some stuff going on there.
And what do? They can facilitate like trades and swaps cross chain. You said.
Facilitate, well, not necessarily that, but as far as like so like people use Dex Hunter and then some of these other tools in order to be able to look across all these different markets cross chain and trading view. This is like a competitor to all of that stuff and all in one place. So this should be a one-stop shop, dude, for everything. So when you want to go on to Sol meme coins and you want to look at cock, right? You'll be able to look at it even better, right? See way more analytical information than you would elsewhere with Riskwise Pro.
That's
But
cool.
dude, I'm serious. Come to Rare Evo. That would be huge in Las Vegas. It would be massive.
Yeah,
Flight
I
from
want
New York
one
is
of
like
these spaces
$75
soon.
bucks.
I want to come to one of these spaces like soon.
Yeah.
Like, very soon, like within like days or like max a week.
Do it.
because-
Just go. It's open all the time.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a shit. It's not really a shield, but like I think this would really be like the perfect thing to kind of mesh these two things together. So, have you seen the 100 days of giveaways of what we're doing?
No, but if you did that there, if you did it in that space, you know,
Yeah.
you could probably get some people in there.
Like what we're doing is obviously we see just like all the signs pointing to Bitcoin DeFi summer, the institutional buy-in from everywhere. We see now like the Grayscale Stacks L2 Trust, like things are moving in the direction that like the direction you want them to move in, and we're starting to see volume every month is a new all-time high in terms of transactions or transaction volume. Point being, when you're like the meme token, right? The first dog on Bitcoin, technically, when you really think about it, it's like that carries some sort of weight, right? So point is, we're a community that literally took the people that like really took this over. They that built this up, took it over from the former like owners who like I guess just dumped. They were done with the project. And those guys that kind of just hang around, they're like, you know what, let's do this ourselves. And they're actually really dedicated with fucking resources, and they bust their ass and they work hard to actually like get this shit done. Shout out Bit by Bit. They put up a liquidity pool and they built this thing up to where, bro, this thing got up to a month ago, 2 months ago, it was like $0.015. I say all this because when you're a meme token, you have to fight that much more. So we set out to do this thing. When they approached me, they were like, look, we're at 10,000 holders right now. We want to double that. Like, what can we do? And we have people in this community that are willing to donate like a lot of shit. Bro, we've given away 2 runestones so far in 4 weeks. We have like almost like 20 prizes every single show. Our one was like this morning.
Yeah.
As the weeks go on, we have 6 or 7 more weeks. Bro, we're giving out an ounce of gold, like an actual ounce of Troy gold, like a Troy ounce of gold, like legit somebody from their collection. Long and the short of it is, you build community, right? Not just by giving away shit, but what we realized today was just instead of spending this money and doing this and just get people to come there and get them to give you their wallet address and dump some fucking Welsh into their wallets. And I think this is what people really misunderstand. If you get in their wallet initially, right, and you don't make them take all of the steps, right? Hey, just bring your wallet and I'll put something in there. Just open the wallet and you airdrop them. People just love the word airdrop. They're like, oh, airdrop? I want to win something. Cool. Casino, casino, casino. And we put in, I mean, some of these guys were crazy, but they put in 1,000 Welsh, which is, I think it was too much, but whatever. Like $3-4, there was 750 fucking people like that legit put their wallet address in today in this Google form. So we bring that, and I'm not saying, hey, we're gonna like we want to onboard the Cardano folks, but we want to obviously tell them what Stacks is about first if they don't know. We got to be willing to listen to what Cardano is about at the end of the day, right? But it's also when you meet people with commonalities, and if there's welcoming communities, and they're just like, oh, what are you guys doing? Like, what's up? And you start just hanging out more. But the key is the consistency at that point. If you have one space a fucking week, just one, where you guys get together, you shoot the shit for an hour, and you just talk about it. Doesn't have to be some regimented thing, right? Like moderated or special this. What are y'all building? Like, why are you here? Like, what are y'all building? Like, why are you here? And you have candid conversations. Bro, I can't tell you how, I don't want to make it seem easy or simple, but conceptually it is. And I've seen it work with different communities. Like, what makes me go into a Hedera, what's it called? A Hedera room. And I say, in week number 1 that I'm there, right? I talk to everybody. And in the second week, we have 600 people in a space, and I'm hosting it. I don't know shit about Hedera. I'm not getting paid, but I want to see what they got going on.
Yeah, for sure.
I provide the vibe. That's what I can do. Now, like now, tell me what you guys are building.
It's like the most rewarding thing for what you're doing, though.
Dude,
yeah.
It's so, like, I don't want to say simple because but it really can be simple. Everybody puts their ego aside and is like, if you're genuinely curious and you give a shit what the hell's going on, well, this could be really fucking cool. So I'm coming to that space. Believe in me. Promise.
And then, are you a beer nerd by chance? Are you a beer guy?
I'm not really a beer. To be honest, I'm not really even an alcohol guy anymore. If I'm being serious.
Cool.
I mean, I drink. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I had an issue drinking, but yeah, the Web3 life changes you, man. I haven't had a drink probably in so fucking long. When I go to this event this Thursday, it's probably gonna be like my first drink in maybe like 7-8 months, I would say, probably. Like, I haven't had a drink. Crazy.
That's wild.
I'm still getting a dad bod. Fucking A.
As he takes a bite of ice cream, he's like, fuck it. I love it. What flavor? What flavor is that, dude?
Half baked.
Oh yeah, that's solid.
So good. It is so good. But yeah, man. I mean, people don't want to hear me talk anymore, bro. That's the thing. It's like, dude, they hear me talk all day. I'm like, you guys coming? How do I see the chat?
That's not even true.
You can't see
Can you not see it?
No.
It says comments on the side. No.
No, it says private chat comments. Do I need to like log in or sign up?
No. Oh, you might have to log into your.
I don't have a StreamYard.
Oh, there he goes. He found the comments. Well, there we go. He'll be back.
He'll be back. We still have 10 minutes. No one go anywhere.
Yeah. And then he'll see all the comments, and it'll be like a light shone upon him. What's up, Lisa?
Michael's funny. Can't see what? Okay. Michael Matz hit me up, and he's like, I can't see the chat either. What are you watching it on, sir? Because that makes a big difference. Because YouTube is easy. YouTube, it's like on the right and shit. There you are.
Well, you're logged in now. That's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, you're probably gonna have to sign in. It might kick you out, and then there you go.
Shit, no, it's still showing the same thing. Private. It says private chat, then comment. Oh, comments.
Comments.
A little slow sometimes.
This is why you're the tech guy, man.
Bro,
you're the tech guy that talks about tech.
This is how you learn, though. This is how you learn. You gotta click through it. You know what I mean?
The chat. Oh, what up, Omi-Wan? What up, Morgan? Look at that. Ride it dies. Let's go.
Oh, YouTube on your phone. See, YouTube on your phone, there should be a little chat button that you can click, and it will like push it over, and it will be like
Connect to
on the
comment.
right.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's what it says. Is connect your YouTube. Wait, am I
That's
still
what
here?
it is.
That's what's gonna kick you out.
Wait, is this gonna be-
But anyway, so Dave,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like there's a lot of stuff that's being built. That's why I was saying, like, if we do a space, I can get all the founders together to hop on it. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Hop in.
Yeah.
They'll tell you what's up.
You
Yes.
should. You should throw it together. I want to be there too. You gotta let me know so I can be there. I want to listen in.
Of course. So
Hell
we'll
yeah,
figure
dude!
that out.
I'm so down, Johnny. For real, I'm so down.
Yeah, man. A lot of cool stuff over there. Hey yo.
So I have a good question since we're coming closer to the end of our show.
Yeah.
If you were to leave a legacy, like what do you now? If you were to leave crypto one day, what would you want your legacy to be?
What would I want my legacy to be? I mean,
Since you're
anything-
growing, since you're growing and you have a larger community, slower and slower every day, we're watching
Yeah.
you grow. You're gonna have to leave a legacy at this point because at one
Yeah.
point you're gonna be big, dude.
dude, knock on wood from your lips to God's fucking ears, my boy. But like, yeah, I want to leave behind like an infrastructure of something where like not just ultimately stories and folklore from 2021 or 2022 of like he helped me and he prevented me from making $1,000. Like I want to build something like legit. I want to help educate people, and I have a million different ideas, right? But what I realize is idea paralysis is a fucking thing. You can have too many ideas to the point where you don't do shit. And I'm done with that, right? Like I've realized I can't focus on too many different things. I just got to focus on one or two things. And if I have a great idea, I have to have, like you said in the beginning, Jacob, I have to have the conviction and just fucking be patient and just go build it. So I'm building now what is going to be like the hub for the Stacks chain, where you're going to be able to come there and go through like different AI modules, right? Like start beginning, intermediate, expert, you name it, right? And you're essentially going to be able to graduate. It's like going from grade school all the way up through college. We're gonna gamify it, leaderboards, the whole 9 yards.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, man. And luckily, like I have the devs, and shout out to my boy fucking Brent who hooked me up. Because like sometimes it's really hard to start, but that's the legacy I want. I want to build something that people are using, that it's actually useful, that they don't feel bad paying for, right? Because it's like it's like, oh, I can go get that for free on YouTube. Okay, go get it on YouTube. What do you want me to tell you? But like, you're not going to get this whole package like put together. You're not going to get this whole package like put together like this. And I think this is what like this is how people are going to come together, because I think you guys can agree with me. There is a fucking hole, like the size of the Grand Canyon is like the space between where people's knowledge base is and the devs that are talking in the spaces about the cool tech that they're building. Like there's very few people that like really can like understand like both. Johnny, I feel like you're one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacob, we don't know each other that well, but like I'm just like we're the conduits. Like we have to be these people that can kind of like close this gap, and it's not easy, but I think that's where having a Rolodex, the people that your network, yada yada, that's gonna come in. But that's the legacy I want to live. I want to leave.
Here's a question that you may or may not know the answer to, actually. So what you're building, is it being built on Stacks, or is it like a Web 2 instructional for Stacks?
Yeah, so we're going to incorporate the Web3 aspect to it, but it's not going to be a mandatory thing, right? If you want to sign in with just your Stack, like your Xverse or your Leather wallet,
you guys get it. You guys get the marketing, the real marketing, because you got to target the bigger audience, and that's where they're at. So if you just bridge, that's the bridge. Yeah,
that's it, bro. Like a lot of people think that they look at where we're currently at, and it's like, oh, like how small crypto Twitter is. Like it's like we think that we're in all these different spaces. Like it's so small. But what we're seeing now in the United States is a colossal fucking political shift to where I think we're gonna see crypto. It's like lighting a match, bro. I think over the next few months to the end of the year, you're gonna see things. I mean, volatile price swings, but ultimately we're gonna end up going a lot higher, and we're gonna get there really, really fast. But yeah, man, like you have to have the normies they don't give a shit about any of the fucking tech or any of the stuff. It's like, why would I abandon my bank account for what? To memorize 12 fucking words? No, 24 words? No, thanks. I don't want it. You know? So yeah, man, that's it.
It's like the television, right? Like everybody loves television, everybody uses television, but they don't know what makes it work. I mean, the same way with Google. You know what I mean? Everybody goes to Google to find information, but they don't know what makes it work.
Yeah.
They just know that it does work.
The best way I like to explain to people is like we're like on the it's like the brand new internet boom. You know what I mean? Like these companies are the new internet boom type companies where they're changing like how things are built and how everything works in the world, you know? And it's the digitization of money and tokenization of assets. So it's just an insane movement. People don't even understand that's happening yet.
Agreed. You know how you hear people say in space, like you hear people say out here, hide the wires? That's what we have to do, right? Like you have to hide the wires. Nobody gives a shit about the blockchain. Like the average user doesn't care, right? When you tell them, hey, go to Lofty, right? That's built on Algorand and this, and this. It's like, wait, I can do what? I can buy, sell, trade, real estate, collect rent without like literally needing any of these middle people that I normally would have to deal with. And I could do it for as little as $50. Like what? Like when you put it in terms like that, that's like the slap that people need to wake up. It's like, wait a second, hold on.
Or like another thing is the automation of like government. For example, like I was talking to John about this a few weeks ago. I wish that unemployment was like on blockchain because then I could just like go do some smart contracts, file my shit, and then like have it taken care of. Or like anything government wise, I feel like could be like kind of like
we could cut out all the middlemen
system,
and it
all
could be
of it.
simple.
And it could be simple. You could stay at your house. You could have it within whatever. You could put it on a slow blockchain and people will deal with it because they sit there in the DMV and they wait for their goddamn license. They'll sit at their computer and they'll wait for their goddamn transaction to go through. You know what I mean?
But
so
they're doing it, believe it or not. So there's hope. Like the California DMV has been testing the blockchain on of all things.
Good. Thank God.
Yeah. And I think now, and it's only like, let's be serious, right? Like when something bad happens in the world, like you look and you're like, oh no, it's terrible. Well, you're like, you go about your day, you shrug it off. But unless it happens to you and it hits your daily life, that's when you take it serious. And I think that's what happened to Joe Biden and his camp. And they looked around and they were like, yo, Trump is raising tens of millions in crypto just off his own fucking coins. I don't know how many like Trump coins there are. But like just in one of his addresses, he had 10 million, and Biden's looking around going, hey, Elizabeth Warren, where is this getting us? Like, what are we doing? We're literally going to lose this race because we don't have enough money. And when Nancy Pelosi comes out and says, yeah, fuck all this, like we need to start raising money via crypto, like something crazy is gonna happen. And you're gonna see the shift, man. It's gonna happen.
The shift happened like a few weeks ago. It already happened. That's what people don't realize is it's coming like in a big wave.
I'm so with you, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm so with you on that for sure. Yeah,
I'm excited.
And we didn't even talk about AI shit though, by the way, man. Like,
dude, I'm trying to
like mixing it into it all. Fuck. It's a singularity. It's coming, dude.
Have you been paying attention to ASI?
ASI.
Dude, okay, no, here's the thing. So AGIX, which is on Cardano and Polygon, right? Yeah. AGIX, you probably know that one, Singularity Net. And then Fetch AI.
And Ocean, but they got delayed, right?
Yeah, it did get delayed, but they're merging and they're going to become ASI. And that token's going to be the basket of the three. Right?
Yeah, I like that.
So, I mean, that's going to be huge because, I mean, they're tackling everything. Ocean is data, like monetization and marketplace. Fetch is like the Oracle service, Google for blockchain. And then you have AGIX.
If I got to do extra math where it's like I got to do the conversions and what's
no, you don't have to. Like, you just convert once.
Yeah. What's the total? Like, what do they say is the value of this new
7.5 billion.
7.5, right?
7.5 billion, yeah.
Still, even with Fetch at these prices, I saw Fetch retrace to like $1.50 or something. Like,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because they're supposed to Fetch is 1-to-1, so it's supposed to like start, I think, at like 285.
Okay, so
like
we got a little maybe we got a little leeway to a little buffer zone to be able to snipe some gains. Okay.
Yeah, but also I was thinking that it's probably going to dump tremendous as soon as it
Yeah,
goes out.
that's
'cause
what
all
I
the
think.
people ahead of time.
I think
Right,
people
so I
are gonna be
think that
scared, dude.
you'll have an amazing entry, I think, shortly after the launch.
Interesting.
I'm
That's
definitely
my
gonna be
theory.
looking at that.
Because I sold all my AGIX and all that stuff because of this.
Dude,
I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm gonna buy it back whenever it's fucking cheap.
At the low,
that
yeah.
was a good one. That was the Cardano one, right? AGIX. All right.
See, there's some stuff being built over
So
here,
is
man.
this?
Yeah,
I
dude,
forget.
like, I'm for it, man. I'm not a hater. I swear, man. Like, I really am not. Like, I got no energy to waste on hating on anything. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that.
I forget, John. Is you said it? What chain does it run on? Is
So
it
it's actually
own
apparently
thing?
going to be on Fetch, but
It's on Fetch. Okay.
that's what I've
They
heard,
use
but I don't.
I think they use the Cosmos SDK, don't they?
Good.
Maybe it's possible.
Yeah, they do. Cosmos is the shit too. I'm big injective guy, personally, and
Shout out to
yeah.
Matthew Brassfield.
so that's my uncle actually.
I love it. He said he caught the dip. Good for him, man.
What about
Good for him.
Telegram? Like, that's the new foray.
Oh, did you buy some today? I hope you bought some today, dude. The
I just-
dip is in right now.
I
It's
just
the
don't
time
use
to
Telegram like
buy
that.
right now.
I don't use Telegram like that. I need to get deeper in there.
bro.
Dude, Telegram is lucrative as fuck. Is what I'm coming to find out. Like, dude, like,
Instant wallets, Jacob. Instant wallets. Instant
Yeah.
users. They're built in. They're some of the dumbest guys. I saw an app. I saw a
it's
coin that is
crazy.
worth, I don't know, 40, 50 million. Where now what you do is you take your phone, tap, 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 tap,
Not
tap,
coin? Is it not coin?
Not coin, and there's like the derivatives of not coin, but you
Which-
saw what not coin did.
Yep.
Not normal. Fish. That's the play. That's the meme. That's the first meme on Tone. Go get that shit.
On ton? Fish?
On Tone, yeah. Fish. FISH, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
actually got an email the other day about that, about how Ton's gonna have a wave.
Wait, what?
Possibly.
For real? Oh my
Yeah.
God. You
I don't
got
know.
an email about it. That's not good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. It was like it was like one of those like subscribe to an actual person type email.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah,
wasn't like so it's like you gotta read, but I didn't read too into it.
So,
Always pay
yeah,
attention though.
So let me ask you guys this before I know you guys gotta go. I don't want to keep you any longer, but what are you guys like? Let me ask you guys this question because I'm always curious. Like, you asked me about the legacy question, right? Like, you guys are doing this show. What are you looking to get out of this? Like, where do you guys want to go? What's the end goal? Like, what are you guys looking to do?
I mean, personally, for me, I'm looking at the network. I don't want to be a construction worker anymore. I like to video edit, so it'd actually be really cool to like become a video editor for a media company, maybe, or Web3 media company. I think also too, I don't know. The network also in crypto has taught me a lot of stuff. Like I've learned so much information that I think now it's just like I just like to come on and learn from like people like you, anyone we come on and just
man.
learn. It's a crazy opportunity. It's like we pay to do this stream just to have people on to like get so much information about like the best things in the world. So that's why I do it. It's just for fun, dude.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
I love it. And I'll tell you this, and Johnny, I want to hear what you have to say. Even if it's not for fun, that's it. I'm finding out more and more that the most cliche sayings that you would hear growing up are actually fucking true. It's like finding something you love
100%.
when you work a day in your life. Like that shit is real, bro. It really is legit.
Yeah.
Johnny?
For me, like, I would say the same thing. Like, it's more about networking, also like expanding, like creating a brand, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a part of JPEG Empire, and I really care about that project. I want it to succeed, but I want to build in this space. I want to
same.
create things that have value. So, like, what you're doing with Stacks was super interesting to me because what we're building at JPEG Empire is like an analytical platform for like new people. So people that were onboarded, but then want a way to look at all their crypto and all their NFTs without having to have all of the complicated stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you can set your own alerts so that it'll send you text messages, it'll send you emails if you want, it'll just notify you on the app.
I mean, that's
And
not
so like
And I got to touch on that too, because John, I think with Loot Creativity, me and you have brought like Ascent Rivals in, you know what I mean? Like, or like not brought them in, but like connected with them. And now we're like a promotional partner with them, you know what I mean? So we're already like making those connections and trying to build this brand already and like promoting us. So I think we already have our foot in the door. We're just going to keep grinding and see how it goes.
Yeah, there's so much to be built out here, guys.
Mhm.
Like on so many different chains. Like it's nuts. And there is money out here between grants and everything. It's just people don't know. They're like, well, where do I start and what do I do? And I don't know. And it's just like, just start. And I had to keep telling myself that also, where it's like you could be presented with a million different opportunities, but it's like find what you really like to do and then just fucking start doing it relentlessly.
Mhm.
If you're ADHD, I'm sorry ahead of time, because you'll do 40% of a project and then jump to the next thing a day later and you're like, oh shit, and it's a never ending cycle. But if you have like that like drive to like, okay, I got through here, because it's breakneck speed at which this stuff is like, this tech is changing. Again, it's only, guys, look at what is going on with Apple and OpenAI. Like this is gonna this is craziness right now.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Yeah. Like
this is what I've been waiting for like 10 years. Like when Siri first came out, this is what I wanted Siri to be when Siri came out.
I'm scared shitless, Jacob.
Yeah.
I'm scared as fuck. Like to what's gonna happen, as to like where this is gonna go and
It
how
is scary.
it's gonna accelerate.
I mean, you've seen Elon's response immediately. He's like, "You're not allowed to bring those fucking phones in my building," and I
I'm with
support it. I'm like, "Yeah, they're gonna be listening to all of us like so much more crystal clear." It's like you got a smart ass brain behind that freaking microphone now, and it is scary. You don't even understand what that means.
dude, I see
Quantum
that.
computers and shit. You don't understand what quantum fucking computers
Whoa.
can do.
Don't get me started. I'll send you a podcast my buddy sent me 2 nights ago. I was watching
Hell yeah,
it with,
please.
with Michio. Oh my god, dude, and Neil deGrasse Tyson at the Beacon. Crazy.
Yeah, I love it.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's mind blowing what they can fucking do now.
Insanity, guys. But like, look at what we do, right? And we're supposed to just believe that Apple. It's one thing if you're listening to me, you want to serve me fucking ads about a necktie. All right, cool. Or a cruise. I get it. You're listening on my microphone, big deal. But when you start integrating the AI component to this, we're like, oh, Apple's here, and it's like, ChatGPT is going to be free. Don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. It's going right here and going right there. Because when you think about this, this is massive antitrust implications. This is Apple and fucking Microsoft like this. That's not good for anybody. Nobody.
Yeah, it's bad.
But that's what crypto solves, right? Is being able to have your information be modular. So you carry it with you, you own your information, and that the outside people don't have it. So I mean, that's the solution. But I mean, when it happens, I can see a lot of men like dying in their rooms by themselves, just like with the last thing that they talked about with Siri is, hey Siri, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
What would you say to me if you were my girlfriend?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's essentially
That's
what you're
not
doing.
cool to think about, though. There's
Well,
going to
there's
be
that
a
movie.
documentary. There's like going to
Yeah,
be a
her.
documentary on Netflix in 5 years about some fucking crazy AI.
yeah, there was that movie, Her. Yeah.
Oh,
You integrate AI into an operating system, which is exactly what they're doing, and it's coming out in 2 more updates. The fuck? What are we doing now? This is like, I sound like a crazy person, don't I? It's like
You
ring
don't.
sound bells.
you don't sound crazy because I know what you're talking about.
That's
You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, we are over the hour. We're gonna have to wrap it up. You know, families gotta wrap it up. We gotta do that thing. But Dave, thank you so much for coming out and talking with us tonight. We really appreciate your presence and all
We
your
get to
kind
put on a
words
face
and
on.
knowledge.
Dude, hop in the snake space right now, dude. I'll hop in there and I'll just
Let's
introduce
fucking go.
Hell yeah, you guys should.
Let's go. Send me the space right now, and let's go.
All right.
Well, I'll push it out. Let's see if we can get some people in there, and let's start chit chatting.
Let's do it, guys.
He's like,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
in this space right now. Yo, guys, seriously, thanks for having me, man. Not a lot of people that invite me on their show to speak. I don't know why. Kind of weird. Nobody really wants me to come on. Maybe because they're afraid I'll say some crazy wild shit. Who knows? But I really, really appreciate you guys obviously having me on, and thank you. Just really genuinely thank you. It was a great conversation. I really enjoyed it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sure there'll be more in the future.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Later, boys.
Later, man.
Well, John.
Yeah, man. Another excellent episode.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have an episode on Thursday because I got my wrist slapped, and now I have to go tell people off in front of a bunch of other people because my union is ridiculous. So yeah, I'll be dealing with that on Thursday, but we'll be back next week. Next Tuesday, we should have a show Tuesday and Thursday, back to a regular schedule every Tuesday and Thursday, no interruptions. We got a bunch of stuff out of the way for me, so I shouldn't have to like cancel anything. So we should be good. Cool. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure to give us a like on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, give John a retweet, give me a retweet, like, do all the things for us. That's the most important thing you can do for us as creators. So you do the stuff. Do the stuff. We love you so much.
Peace, fams.
Peace out.